He's just...
Cody, how did you get up here? I thought I blocked you downstairs.
The stairs, probably.
No, I blocked him down there, so I don't really know how he got up here. Well, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go put him back downstairs.
I just hear all the little tic-tacs.
Entertain the listeners.
Oh, we've already been recording.
Yeah, we've been recording. I noticed.
He just snuck that right in.
Much like a man.
Yeah,
He didn't ask for consent. He just snuck it in.
Yeah.
See, it's always so awkward when Matt leaves because we're not actually friends.
No,
So the conversation sort of dries up.
Yeah, there's a palpable silence that forms between us.
Yeah.
And it's
Matt
very
really is the
uncomfortable.
glue. He's really the glue that
Very
keeps us together.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't even know you. What? I don't even know your last name.
Oh, shush. He's back. Shut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep.
What are you shushing about?
I guess you'll have to listen to the next week's episode and find out.
Like a dedicated listener, you'll have to listen to the podcast. I am a
dedicated listener to the podcast. I listen to them while editing them, and then when they release, I listen to them again.
I think I'd kill myself.
What? Do you hate us that much?
Well, you did say you would help edit them, so you might
I
actually...
did.
That's the only way Jackie will listen to them.
That's
if you force them to edit it.
All right,
It's
Jackie, we gotta get you into the editing rotation so that you can actually listen to the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Oh God, I need to start working out again because I just walked up and down the steps and I'm out of breath, Mama.
You know, it really do be rough out there.
Oh, I gotta go back to making those New Year's resolutions that we need to do, and get working out back on my list.
I love that for you.
I do love that for you.
Hello, everyone.
They're so dry.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another inquisitive episode of the What to the Gays Thing podcast. Hello.
For anyone listening, Pat just grabbed a box of tissues and threw it.
Well, it was empty, but then I found this one has tissues.
Oh, are we gonna be crying during this episode? I hope so.
You never know.
No, I'm not crying.
Or jerking off. Either one.
What?
Jerking off.
This is the What to the Gays Thing podcast, a podcast where we, the gays, discuss the latest and greatest, and also not so greatest topics in pop culture, politics, and anything and everything gay.
You just do it right into your open mouth.
What? What did you say?
I don't know.
Listen to the pod next week and find out what I said.
Here we go. I am MacLeod, and today with me I have my daddy, Pat. How you doing, Pat?
I think I'm sick.
Oh.
But besides that, I'm fine.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I also have with me the other co-host for the second time of this podcast, my other daddy, Jackie. How are you?
Jack.
I'm good.
Jack. How you doing, Jack?
I'm doing good, yeah.
That's one of Jackie's nicknames. I can call him
It
Jack.
is, yeah. Unlike Pat, I do not feel sick, which feels like for the first time in forever.
Yeah,
my body is
that?
Anna.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe I gave you my
bad
talisman.
lungs?
Maybe, yeah.
You have a talisman?
It attracts all sicknesses.
Why is it talisman and not talis person?
Woman. Oh, yeah, or person.
Talisman.
Why they gotta be so in your face about it?
Whoa. It's like every job title that there is, like a fireman, right? Why is it fireman and not fire person?
Postman.
Postman. Mailman.
Mailman. What about a woman man?
What about a what?
A female woman.
What about a female man?
Not a male man. A female woman.
Female man. Female woman.
Okay. What about a woman man?
Good Lord.
Hello. So this is our end of year review podcast episode that we do once a year. And I think historically we've sometimes like split these up into two separate episodes. I think one year we did Pat did like a music review, and then I did like a video game review. I think this year we're just gonna go right. We're gonna do one. We're gonna go right at it. Also, this may come out not in 2023. It may come out in 2024. I'm not sure.
Absolutely coming out in 2024. This is not coming out in 2023.
Are we gonna throw a coming out party for it?
Oh. Is that what they do now? Is that what Gen Z does? They have coming out parties?
I don't know what they do.
No, Gen Z doesn't believe in labels, so they're not having coming out parties, and they also don't want sex in movies.
I feel
I kind of agree with that.
I feel like there should be like a sexuality reveal party, kind of like they do the gender reveal parties.
Yeah, I have one.
Hey, Mom, I eat dick? Like what's that party look like?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds to me just as ridiculous as gender reveals. So I think we should do both if we're gonna have one.
If you're gonna have one, you gotta do the other. Yeah.
Exactly. I think they're kind of in tandem.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we previously did like video game and music reviews. I think last year I actually did like a breakdown of some LGBTQ games to play.
Oh yes.
And I did actually play a couple of them. So that was fun. So this year I figured for 2023 we would just kind of like go through things that we've all consumed this year. And talk about how we feel about them. That being video games, movies, television, music, any personal life events we want to talk about, anything like that.
I live.
I figured we could start with music since that's kind of Pat's forte.
Because y'all don't listen to any music ever.
I don't listen to music. I don't listen to podcasts. I used to.
I listen to some music sometimes.
That's great.
And that's so
really
good. That was
great.
we really contributed
Wow.
there, sweetie.
Thank you.
Okay, if we're talking about music, we're talking about, let's say, a very fine year, a very good year for music. Taylor Swift, of course, released a ton of music, whether it was brand new music, whether it was deluxe albums, or was it like re-records of her old albums. So good for her. She was like the #1 streamed artist. Good for her. She's making so much money. It's ridiculous. So I'm not really going to talk about that because honestly, I do like her, but like we don't. It wasn't like anything that spoke to me deeply. Not really a Swiftie. No, I like it, but I'm not like diehard about it.
I just want to point out that as soon as you started talking about Taylor Swift, Jackie immediately stopped paying attention.
No, I was listening. I was looking up when something was released.
Oh, okay.
It's related to music. Imagine I'm just sitting here texting Matt. Like I'm so bored.
I'm so bored.
That would make a lot of
bored.
sense.
It honestly would.
But 2023 was really the year for me, at least for Renee Rapp, even though she only had some music come out. Well, she had her debut album, like her full debut album came out this year. She had like some smaller stuff come out before. But she's just a queer woman icon, constantly raising the bar for all of us. We have Olivia Rodrigo's second album, Guts. We've got Paramore's album. We've got Janelle Monáe's newest album. We got Doja Cat's second album with the song Wet Vagina, which we love. It's been good. I mean, Carly Rae Jepsen, I think, had her not her. What album was that? Shit. One of the Carly Rae Jepsen albums came out, and Kesha got her last album under her old label, so now she can make music without that prick that she used to work with.
Free Kesha, thank God.
Miley released her album, which I didn't think was all that good, to be honest. Ava Max came out with some stuff, which I love. Love Ava Max.
So you're gonna say, just end it right there with Ava Max came out. I got so excited.
I don't know.
No, that was Billie Eilish.
That was Billie Eilish. Who? I mean, I think my top song of 2023, because I use Spotify, was "What Was I Made For" by Billie Eilish. Because when Kelly Clarkson had her divorce album come out, how could I forget?
Wait, Kelly Clarkson got divorced?
Yes.
I didn't know about this.
You're really disappointing Pat right now. Look at him.
She's been divorced for a while now.
Oh, well, I mean, we have a pop culture podcast, and I thought Pat would deliver that information to me at some point.
I'm sure
he did.
I think he did.
He probably did.
So she had her divorce album come out, and I love that. I love divorce.
It's about divorce, babe.
It's about divorce. The song "My Mistake" and "Mine" off the album are great.
Ooh.
And you know, I think that's about it. Honestly, that was just a quick rapid fire. I like I said, Renee Rapp was really the queen of this year for me. Plus, you know, What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish.
Wait, is Renee Rapp the person who, when you went to go see her at a concert, I could not remember her name for the life of me, and I just kept coming up with the most generic alliterative name.
Maria.
Speaking of, I did see Kelly Clarkson, Renee Rapp, and Doja Cat in concert this year. And
which was the best one?
Best overall, or best like in terms like in what?
Based on your experience at that concert.
Best. based on my experience, probably Kelly Clarkson, just because we were like right at the front of the stage. It was in Vegas, so it was like a fun travel moment, and she probably has the best voice overall, although Renee Rapp's voice is very good and her concert was great. Although Renee Rapp's concert was very cramped, we weren't in the best spot. And then the Doja Cat one was great for the visuals. Doja Cat's voice is fun, but I'm not as big a fan of Doja as I am of Renee Rapp and Kelly Clarkson. So it's probably Kelly Clarkson.
That was a wild, like 24 hours that you had to go see her.
Oh yeah, I was literally walking in broad daylight in Vegas with a bottle of soju, just drinking it.
Crazy.
And then I took some shots.
Love that.
And I had a beer, and it was great. And then got on the plane that night, and that was it.
You were gone.
That's all she wrote.
Did you guys listen to any music this year? Or were you guys just, I don't know, listening to podcasts?
Mostly podcasts. Yeah, actually.
What are you listening to? I know Jackie. Jackie says, I don't have ears.
I don't have ears.
Matt, what did you listen to? Or podcasts?
I listened to this podcast, obviously.
Besides this one,
What's the Gays Think? And then I definitely.
Well, you know, it wasn't a big year for us because we took several months off. It was not.
Well, that's true. Actually, I have a couple podcasts. I didn't choose to listen to them. Roz put them on when like we were going on trips.
You were forced.
I was not forced. I did enjoy them, but Maintenance Phase had some really fun episodes, which is hosted by some really good journalists. So I suggest everyone go check them out. Enjoyable, 10 out of 10. Scam Goddess, also good.
Scam Goddess, love that.
Also very good.
Yeah.
Pat, would you say
what else did you listen to?
Me?
Yeah, what other podcast did you listen to? Is it just ours?
Oh yeah, just ours. You know, I'm an avid listener of our own podcast.
Okay, period. Go
on. Pat, would you say that 2023 was the better year of music compared to 2022?
Oh, I can tell you right now. Hold on.
Oh,
because I make playlists every year on Spotify, even though Spotify does give you a wrapped like 2020, every year. So let me look at my top songs of 2022, and I'll tell you right now.
Go to the book.
Oh yeah, 2023 was much better. Much better.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, we did have some good hits, obviously, in 2022, but overall, 2023 is better. And I can just tell because the amount of songs every year increases on my playlists.
Wait, so 2023 overall better?
Yes, overall.
Okay.
For me, and there's some great stuff to look forward to on the horizon. Ariana Grande's got an album.
Oh.
Lady Gaga might be making music again.
Oh.
Did she stop?
Well, Lady Gaga just, because it's been a while since her last album, so she might be recording.
Gotcha.
Ariana definitely is.
Oh, Gay Bop's coming out soon. Gonna be popping in the gay clubs.
And then podcasts. I mean, our podcast, whenever it comes out, I listen to it, although it's not very often. Psychobabble.
Try and be bi-weekly.
Psychobabble, The Bald and the Beautiful, Race Chaser, the occasional Las Culturistas, even though I'm not a huge listener of it. This Might Get Weird is great.
Trixie and Katya.
The Bald and the Beautiful, yeah, Trixie and Katya.
Oh, that's what it's called. Okay, I didn't know. I just see the clips that you send.
Oh yeah, well,
I thought it was called.
No, that's the show.
The YouTube show.
That's the YouTube show.
Yeah.
They do that too, and I watch that, and I listen to their podcast. You can also watch their podcast; they record it like we do.
Oh my god!
So I will listen to it, and then I'll go home and watch it, and it's the same episode, and I consume it both ways.
Well, speaking of consuming things via a visual medium, you want to talk about some movies or some television or porn?
Yeah, Matt, what have you watched this year that really just made you go
hard?
Oh geez, look at this.
Okay, so I wrote down a list of movies or television shows.
That's a great way to start.
That I remember. Just writing it down.
That's a great way to start. List it.
Such a cunt. Such a cunt.
Where's your Coke? Why are you drinking water?
Oh, it's over there. I'm not there yet. Listen.
I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet. The Coke comes out when I need a little energy boost. Okay. So I've only seen or watched like 5 things apparently.
Oh, great. Okay. Perfect.
That I was able to list. Okay, so here it was. I watched Miss Marvel and The Marvels, Both I really enjoyed.
No
just saying.
spoilers for the Marvels.
No
Someone
spoilers.
still hasn't seen it.
No spoilies. I will want to say I think Miss Marvel, the show, was maybe my favorite of the Disney so far, like shows.
Yeah, I really liked
Marvel.
Miss Marvel. It took me a bit by surprise.
Did you watch Loki?
Yes.
I did watch Loki, and I have to say,
yes.
Not season 2. I haven't seen season 2. Sorry. I liked Miss Marvel better than Loki season 1. I haven't seen season 2 though.
WandaVision 2, really?
There's a WandaVision 2?
No, like it was better than WandaVision.
Yeah, I think so. At least from my perspective.
Oh my god.
Not by like much. I'm just saying I think it was perhaps the best one.
Go on.
The Marvels, which we talked about. I saw the Barbie movie. I didn't see Oppenheimer though, so I couldn't complete the Barbenheimer.
Yeah, couldn't be a stan.
Loved Barbie. I saw Megan.
Love.
Did not see Megan.
The AI robot. You didn't see that, Jackie?
No, that's the one where like she's the toy, right?
Yeah, she's the toy. She's an AI, and she goes crazy and kills people. I loved it, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then for TV shows, I saw The Owl House, because we did a binge watch of that for Under Queer Review.
Right, that's right.
And Heartstopper season 2, which we also talked about. That's what I can remember in terms of what I've watched.
It's a very extensive list. Anything stick out as like your favorite thing you consumed? Besides,
The Owl House was really good. For most of it, I would say I really enjoyed the Owl House. I said that was my favorite.
Cute.
Of those things that I just listed.
Of those 5 things.
Of
Jackie?
those 5 things.
So for mine, I have a couple. I just wrote down Marvel shows. I've probably seen, I think, all of the Marvel shows that have come out so far. You know what my least favorite is, and this didn't come out this year, but the Falcon and Winter Soldier, did not care for that.
Yeah,
did not care for that. But Miss Marvel, I really enjoyed. I saw the new Miyazaki movie, The Boy and the Heron. Really enjoyed that. I want to rewatch it. Also saw Barbie. I saw the D&D movie.
I want to see that. But
we should watch that.
We should watch it.
Live reaction. Spy Family or Spy X Family. I don't know how you say it, but I just started watching that maybe a week or 2 ago, and I've been really enjoying that. JJK season 2 and Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Chain me up.
Woo! Chainsaw Man was just delicious.
Very, very tasty. Tasty little treat.
Yeah.
What was your favorite, Jackie, out of all those?
I can't recall.
Oh, this is I can't. What did I say? This is really tough, actually. I think that the Miyazaki movie has really stuck with me in terms of messaging and its delivery. The Barbie movie, I would say, is maybe my favorite like pop movie, if that makes sense. And then the D&D movie, that would just be my favorite, like, I don't want to say indie because it wasn't an indie movie, but it was kind of like maybe advertise a little less or something. I like those 3, I think, a lot. I probably saw other stuff. Maybe
I'm in the target demographic for advertisements for the D&D movie, but I feel like I got hit with so many ads for that goddamn movie.
Did it hurt?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it hit me right in the face.
Oh.
Fucking fell on the floor and died. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I still didn't see it. And I want to see it.
Oh, it's very fun.
I saw it. I really liked it.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah, Hugh Grant was not an Oompa Loompa in it.
Did you see it? Is that out yet?
Wonka?
Yeah, is that out?
Yeah, I didn't want to see it.
But so you haven't seen it?
No, but Hugh Grant was in D&D, so I was making a joke about how he was
yes,
Oompa Loompa.
He is. Yes. Yeah.
Well, Pat also hates Timothy Chalamet. So...
I don't hate. No.
I do.
Sorry. Jackie hates Timothy Chalamet.
Let's not confuse our white co-hosts.
My God.
Oh, here we go.
Lest we all become a homogenous mess.
Wow.
We are homo mess. Anyway, what about you, Pat?
I mean, I've seen far too many things. Just because I have free time, I guess. So I just
give us the highlights.
Exactly. So I just thought of like the highlights that I've seen. So talking about like television series, most of it's on Netflix, unfortunately, and most of it's animated. But if we're talking about live action television to start, because that's the shortest list, it's like Fall of the House of Usher was great. Mike Flanagan, his last show that he's doing for Netflix, his contract is up, and Carla Gugino is so hot. First of all, she's a great actor, obviously, but she's so hot and so talented, and she plays in this one show. She plays like an assortment of characters. It's amazing. It's a little spooky. It's not really horror because I wouldn't consider. I mean, it's horror in terms of like graphic things happen, but it's not scary.
Mm-hmm.
But it's great. That, and then he made the other shows: Midnight Mass, Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, which, slight spoiler, becomes a big Leslie tale.
What?
Oh, I heard that it did. Yeah.
Why wasn't I aware of this?
Big old nasty Leslies at the end, and I loved it.
Wait, isn't Haunting of Hill House based on that game that we play sometimes?
No, Haunting of Hill House is based on the book.
Never mind. Maybe the game that we play sometimes is based on that. I don't know.
It might be.
Maybe. But
it's called like the Haunting of the House on the Hill or something like that.
Yeah.
Bly Manor turns into big old lesbians, which I loved it. And Carla Gugino is in most of these shows, and I love her. But that's, I mean, for live action shows, I really didn't view many. But then there were animated like Scavenger's Reign on HBO Max. I'm sorry, Max. Was fantastic. Fantastic.
Don't freaking dead name the corporate brand.
Dead name. It's like everyone.
What was it called?
Oh, it used to be called HBO Max. Now it's just called Max. Anyway, Scavenger's Reign is an animated series on it. It's great, fantastic, slightly gay. There's some gay stuff in there, but it's about people who get trapped on an alien planet and have to survive. And there's all this weird alien shit that happens, and it's great. There's about trauma and loss. There's Scott Pilgrim Takes Off on Netflix, which was a amazing retelling of the Scott Pilgrim lore that made me like fucking wet when I watched it. It's got a great soundtrack, lovely animation, perfect voice cast, lovely new themes that were not really discussed in the film or the graphic novel that it's based off of.
Is the film also animated?
No, film's live action.
So the film was live action, but the Netflix series is animated.
Much like the graphic novel, yes.
Interesting.
Same exact cast.
Aubrey
Plaza and a bunch of other people. Michael Cera, Chris Evans. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Rock hard watching that show.
Oh,
you could hold off of a cliff. What were you gonna say, Matt?
I don't remember. I think I was gonna say like, spoiler alert, we may be doing that for our next Underqueer review. So stay tuned.
Yeah, we never know when that's gonna come out.
Who knows?
And then what other animated series did I watch? I'm watching Blue Eyed Samurai. It's fun.
Oh, yeah. I almost started watching that. Is it good?
Yeah, so far it's good. Chainsaw Man,
Jujutsu
Kaisen.
Style. I had mixed feelings when I saw the trailer. It looks kind of CGI-y a little bit.
It looks a little bit like that, but it's nice. The fight scenes are fluid, so I didn't have any major complaints yet, although I'm sure I'll find something to bitch about. I always do. And then when we talk about movies, movies.
Go in.
I mean, Boy and the Heron, like Jackie mentioned, which was a lovely thing to watch, although I did look around the theater going, what's happening? What's going on here?
Well, that was all the acid you took.
I was sober before I saw that movie, by the way, which is surprising.
You to play with me
because I've been smoking the house down recently.
There it is.
And I actually partly think that's why I'm not sick. Maybe I just been vaping too much because I've been
vape god right here.
Vaping the house down Boots Versace.
Fat clouds.
These hard pulls on my little passion fruit, whatever it's called, vape.
Yeah.
But no, I was sober for that movie. But I did look around going, what's going on here?
See, that was your mistake.
Was it because of the movie or?
Well, the movie really, I think narrative structure takes a little bit of a backseat to visual spectacle of the film, but it's
Mm.
still a good movie.
Mhm.
Then we have most recently, I saw a bunch of notable films. I saw May December on Netflix, pedophile centric,
Yeah, that was really
big
wild.
old pedo, which
Very interesting.
was
Very
a good
interesting.
movie. Was a good movie, good acting, but I was very uncomfortable watching it because I was like, she's really just a pedophile. It's
Do
very
you
new.
watch a lot of movies
About
or watch-
pedophiles? No.
No, more at home, or do you go to the theater? The theater?
I try to go to the theater as much as possible.
Mhm.
I saw May December at home because it was on Netflix, but I saw most recently Godzilla -1 in the theater.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Loved it. Not only was the main character hot, which I love, but it's about PTSD and trauma.
We love those
Who's
themes.
the -1?
What? Who is the -1?
Well, I thought it was a play on like +1, right?
No, I don't know why Japanese people name movies certain ways. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, okay.
It's just called Godzilla -1.
I thought it was maybe like, Godzilla was,
broke up with
sad.
Mothra. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say King Kong, because wasn't that
Could
one like
be.
King Kong versus Godzilla?
Well, no, this is a completely separate original Japanese film about Godzilla.
They broke up with Mothra. Sorry.
Actually, I think Godzilla. That's a different film. Anyway, love that film. Great movie. Then we saw. What else did I tell you guys? I saw. What was that other bullshit I just saw in the theater?
The gay movie?
Oh, the Emma Stone one? Is that the Emma Stone one?
You're both right. Poor Things with Emma
so good.
Stone, where you get to watch her have about 50 orgasms throughout the whole film.
Yeah.
Constantly coming. Like her pussy run ragged. With
Speaking of cum, didn't you also watch Saltburn with the cum bathwater?
Yep.
Pat moaning.
Saltburn is wild, really fun. Poor Things with Emma Stone, really good movie.
So, what was even the plot of Poor Things?
Okay, well, I can't give away too much.
Weird is about
but
orgasms.
Basically, what happens is this. So
it's
Emma
only
Stone,
orgasms the whole movie. The whole movie.
Emma Stone plays a character who is like. You are told that she has recently had like a stroke or something, and that her brain is trying to reacclimate to being like a person. So for a while, she's nonverbal. She can't walk correctly. She's like relearning everything. So she discovers how to have an orgasm, and she goes, "Oh, this is the best thing ever." So she's up there with an apple up her pussy. She's got the cucumber. She's trying to grope the maid and being like, "This is where you do you know about this?" Like she's like, "Do you know about this secret button?" And the maid's like, "Don't touch me there." And then at one point she's talking to an older woman and she goes, "Have you been with like a man in a long time?" And the older woman's like, "No, when you get to my age, it's not really what I care about." And she goes, "Well, I at least hope you're like fingering yourself or something." And the woman goes, "Don't worry. Occasionally I will use my hand." And Emma Stone goes, "I'm so happy to hear that. I was very worried that you weren't having an orgasm." And I was like, this is wild. I love it. The movie was like 45 minutes too long, though. It's a very long movie, and it does drag a little bit.
Listen, if I woke up with amnesia and then discovered like orgasming again and jacking off, I think I would do the same thing.
Yeah, my dick would fall off.
I think I would just masturbate all day.
That's what I did as a kid. Dick fell off.
Exactly. That's what we all did as teenagers,
dick fell
right?
off as a kid.
Yeah, and now I got a prosthetic. But it is a really good movie about. It's a great movie because it examines like a full-grown woman learning about obviously her own body, but like a woman's place in society. And since she's naive because she doesn't understand things the way adults do, she challenges those beliefs of what women should be in society because she's like, well, I don't understand that. Like, cause I'm 5 basically mentally. Yeah. So it is exciting. And then Saltburn was great. It's wild, whatever.
Cum
bathwater, period blood all over the face. All of Us Strangers was just an emotional, beautiful, sad, funny, just gay. It's just a gay film. It's so good, and I want everyone to watch it.
I love that.
Well, if it comes out post like this, it was like a beta showing, right, or something like that.
More of an alpha show.
More of an alpha show. Okay.
But I got high before that film, and it was good because there was a scene that hit a little too close to home. And had I been sober, I may have been too upset by it.
Very fair.
So pulling on the vape, I was chain smoking before I got there, which is impossible because I was just using a vape. It wasn't like I was doing cigarettes constantly, but I got very high before showing us that movie. And then afterwards I was like, that was
an experience.
God, that was so good.
Guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna cut this out. Ready? Okay, keep going.
No, don't cut it out. Leave it in. I want people to know. You're slurping down.
You're just fucking cracking that Coke open.
I'm now slurping down the Coke. I gotta figure out how to like mute my mic. Like when I gotta do something.
Oh yeah,
like fart. I don't want people hearing my farts.
Well, there's a button right here. Well, I can't wait for this to be kept in. There's a button right here in the website we use. You could just hit mute, sweetie.
Oh shit! You're goddamn. Oh, fuck me. You're goddamn right. I should have done that.
When and where?
Fuck me. Wait, can you see it?
No, I can't see it.
Okay.
The last thing I saw recently, at least, there was more, but just to talk about, was Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage. It's about Nicolas Cage, who's basically a nobody. He's just like a struggling author. He's a teacher out of college, and he just starts appearing in people's dreams.
Weird.
Everyone's, millions of people's dreams, I think. And no one knows why. And at first, he's like, well, this is weird. But then he gains a lot of notoriety and becomes sort of like a famous person from it. Then things turn dark-sided when he starts doing things to people in their dreams. So sometimes he's just standing there, walking by, leaves the dream. Sometimes he's there murdering you. And it's sort of like a little more dialogue on like celebrity in the modern day.
Parasocial relationships.
That as well. And a lot of it is like this was like the most compelling argument. He was like, it's not me in your dreams. I'm not doing this to you. I don't know how it's happening. I don't understand why you're mad at me. Because people start to get angry with him because there's constantly in his dreams.
You murdered me last night and I was just trying to eat my chili.
And it's sort of like a pathetic character in that he really desperately wanted to be known, like a well-known figure. And when he got his fame, obviously it was shit. But he's right. He's like, I don't know why you guys are mad at me. I haven't done anything.
Right.
And it's not
that
how
is
it
very
affects his
interesting.
family. It was a solid movie. Nicolas Cage really giving it to you. He's really giving it to you.
Really
the last films I saw on the AMC thing were all artisan films. And I think the AMC artisan film logo, dialogue, or grouping is probably my favorite because they're always really good.
Can I just say, I love dream shit. Like all those movies, like Inception, love that shit.
Loved Inception.
Love that concept and playing with that.
So
I'm actually I'm writing a book about an idea that I had.
What happened to the other one?
I gave up on that one for now.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought it was too grandiose of an idea that I needed to just condense myself into, a more achievable novel. But anyway, keep going.
No, that was it. I mean, there are many other things I've watched, but the things that stuck with me.
I thought of actually two things that I forgot. One is not new. Big fan of Critical Role. Have been a fan of Critical Role for years. So kept that up for 2023. And then I think this started in 2023, if not late 2022, was watching Dropout TV, which is kind of a subscription network where you get access to a bunch of shows. It's all like comedy stuff. Very good, very funny. Several of those shows will make me just laugh out loud for minutes on end. Very, very good.
I love that.
I want to make a couple call outs. These are movies and TV shows that I did not see, but I want to.
Not see.
Not.
We done did it.
It's like the most stupid joke, but I
it's
love
so dumb, and he always does it to us.
I love it.
Pat started it. Pat started this joke.
Is Pat the one that started? I thought you did.
No, Pat started this.
I love it. It's totally not funny at all. It's
so stupid. I love it.
So go on, tell me what you're calling out.
Okay, so things that I want to watch, and I hope to watch in 2024 that came out. The Last of Us.
Solid. Oh, fuck that gay episode. That will just.
Yeah.
Oh.
Heard great things about it. Still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Bottoms.
Oh, I saw that too.
You did,
shit,
yeah.
that was amazing. Okay, that movie's really good. You should see it.
That was the one with like faggot 1, faggot 2,
Faggot
right?
1 and Faggot 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. Love that movie.
Yeah.
Need to see that. The new Hunger Games that came out, I still haven't seen it yet that I want to see. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh fuck, I saw that.
Oh, how was it?
I liked it a lot.
Liked it, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see that. There's a couple of Marvel ones that I missed out on, like Quantumanium, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Also saw those.
I missed those. So I probably have to watch them at some point. There were like 3 different Disney movies that came out that I missed all of them. Elemental, The Little Mermaid live action.
Elemental.
Oh.
And Wish.
All
3 of these came out. I've heard bad things about Wish. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I liked Elemental.
Okay, good. Maybe I'll see that one.
When you see Across the Spider-Verse, please tell me, because there's things I need to talk about.
Okay.
Well, I've seen it. You haven't talked about.
I didn't know you saw it.
Okay.
Well, you guys can text each other outside of away from me.
We do.
We do. Oh, Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, Super
I
Mario
just saw
Bros.
that like last night.
Is that this year?
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt as Mario.
Yeah, I didn't hate it as much as I thought that I would.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I really thought I'd find his voice distracting, but it was not as bad as I
How
thought.
about Chris Pratt as Garfield?
Meow.
Meow. I haven't seen Garfield.
Lasagna.
I don't know. I heard though that he doesn't really capture Garfield. That's just what I've heard.
He's just Chris Pratt.
I don't know anything about Garfield really, besides the fact that he's like a fat cat who eats a lot of food. So
yeah,
I cannot speak to it.
I think Bill Murray play Garfield, which I feel like was more appropriate at some point.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
I mean, I feel like, and I've seen people post about this before. From what I've heard, Chris Pratt has like one voice, and it's Chris Pratt.
Yes, exactly.
And he's played in a couple of like different voice actor positions now. And people are saying that, other people could have probably captured Garfield, for example, better than Chris Pratt could have. But I don't know.
Well, this is a comment I'll make very quickly. Voice acting and acting are 2 very different things. And some people can do both, and some people can only do one. Mm-hmm. So,
yes.
I like it's just a very different thing.
2 different things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Also, Bill Murray did play Garfield in 2004 in the animated movie that came out then.
Thank God.
Oh.
Thank God you told me that.
Last one in my things that I want to see. Red, White, and Royal Blue.
No.
I want to see it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I have seen it.
You did. I remember this.
I have seen it. I've seen it twice.
Well, because the first time you were so busy sucking dick and cock, you had to see it again to remember.
Actually, neither time I was sucking dick and cock.
Were you getting plowed instead?
No, the first time I watched it by myself in pieces, and the second time I watched it with 2 friends, and we watched it together
in a threesome.
No, we did not have.
Why won't you play with me?
That was me during the movie. and they were like, "Let's watch the movie," and I was like, "Why will you suck it?" Right? No, we did not. No, when I watched it with my 2 friends, we sucking dick and cock was not on the menu. We were watching that movie.
Damn,
I love that.
Yeah. Sorry.
I want to talk about some video games as well.
Hit me.
Video games that not necessarily even having come out this year, but just games that I've played. Well, some of these did come out this year. So Diablo 4, for example, came out this year.
What's that?
Oh.
I don't know. Dead game.
Dead game.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, there's from my I haven't even finished it. But also from generally what I've heard, there's not much post game content either.
There is a bunch of post game content. It's just not fun.
Oh,
sorry. Apparently, it's gotten better since like launch, but I'm not like jonesing to like jump back in yet. Not yet.
Okay. Tears of the Kingdom came out this year.
Oh, so I haven't finished that. Yep.
I finished that. I thought it was good. I know Pat has mixed feels.
I have no interest in playing that game, and I paid for it in full, and I still have no interest playing it.
Wait, did you get past the first level? The intro level?
Oh yeah, I got past that.
Yeah. How many temples or whatever?
None.
Like, okay.
I was just exploring the main, like the first area you
Yeah.
drop down on. I explored it for like the shrines and shit, and then I was. Oh wait, I went to the Goron place.
Oh, that's right.
I think I finished that. I might have finished that area. I think.
Okay.
Oh no, I did because I got
with
the
all
power.
the trains.
I got the power from there, like the power up you get, the little carts.
Yeah, with all the trains.
I haven't been to the Gorons yet.
Oh, spoilers! Even though I know you're not going to play it.
I mean, it's not really a spoiler.
There are
Gorons, the volcano people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gorons.
Yep.
Thick Daddy Goron.
Yeah.
Link and make him take dick.
Okay, work. I did think it was basically Breath of the Wild, upgraded version. But I played Breath of the Wild too, and I had a fun time with that. So it was pretty good. Fire Emblem Engage came out this year as well. Remember that, Pat?
It did? Oh god, that's so long ago.
Wait, did Pokemon, whatever it's called, come out this year?
I don't think so. I think that was at the end of last year.
Ruby?
Red. We're going back in time.
Violet?
Scarlet. Mom.
Scarlet. Yep.
Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I think that was last year.
I think you're right.
It came out in 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire Emblem Engage was this year though.
It came out in 2023, but I didn't play it.
I didn't play it either.
What came out in 2023?
DLC for Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, yep.
Oh, I thought you meant Engage, but
that too. Didn't play it either.
Didn't play it either. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. This is not a game that came out in 2023, but we did play it. Valheim.
Oh yeah.
We did some of that. It was good for a while. I think once we started reaching some of the harder points, that we kind of like hit a wall and we couldn't really go much further. But I did have fun with the game. What about you guys?
We never killed the queen.
We didn't.
No, she was so hard. So hard.
Yeah.
Hello?
She's so hard. She was too
all
messy.
that chitin, too hard.
Just like me. Lethal Company.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one hasn't technically come out yet. But I've had a load of fun with this one, honestly.
It's been very fun, yeah.
It has been very Pat, I know you joined us for like 2 or 3 sessions of it. But I've been having a load of fun with this game. This is probably my favorite game of the year. Lots of shenanigans, lots of funny moments. What do you think, Jackie?
I really enjoy it. Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for just chaos. And I don't know if the game tries to be funny, but there are certain elements. I can't put my finger on it. Like what makes it so funny at times. One of the things I keep coming back to is the running animations. Like when you're trying to run away from something, it just looks so ridiculous. Like you're like high kneeing every time you try to run. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and being absolutely chaotic with it.
Yeah. And Pat, of the couple times you played, how'd you feel about it?
I liked it a lot. I thought it was fun. I've seen a ton of stuff on TikTok because it's like unavoidable, but I liked it. Yeah.
I think one thing interesting about the game that I've been seeing is that, you get all these like high production companies churning out these basically formula games now that are all based on the same kind of thing. They all have the same engine.
Creed.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty. It's all this same nonsense that they're churning out. Everything's got a battle pass. Everything's monetized, blah, blah, blah. And then you get just like a game like Lethal Company, and everyone's like, oh my God, this is what I want to play.
Yeah. Not
necessarily all this other stuff. And I just think, and it was made by one guy, one developer just made the whole thing. I think it was like a kind of a breath of fresh air after all the Overwatch bullshit that we had to deal with.
Yeah.
This last year, them canceling Overwatch PvE, all the other bullshit that was going on with Blizzard games. I thought it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, and even the industry as a whole has become.
Did someone say whole?
Has just become a money bag.
Has become a
Matt
what?
Matt choking is really what did it for me.
Matt choking is what does it for me too.
Yeah, for real. That's
Yeah.
every Friday night.
Same for me as well.
Yeah.
The industry as a whole has become kind of a money grab.
Mhm.
I mean, we saw Rest in Peace E3. That was one of the things that I was going to mention as well. So it's nice to see games that are not just from A-list companies getting spotlight and traction.
Yeah. Absolutely 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to talk about Overwatch 2 as well? It's
not really.
Was that this year?
No, it wasn't this year, but we did play it.
Well, before we get to Overwatch, I thought of two games real quick. Cult of the Lamb, and I can't remember if that came out this year or the year before, but I just finished it in 2023 and recently in the last month or so revisited the DLC for it. And the DLC I think does a really nice job expanding upon the game and is a good example of what well-made DLC looks like. So congrats there.
Nice.
Baldur's Gate was another one that we've had on our radar.
Game of the year.
Yes, Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
I want to play it.
It looks really fun.
I'm going to download it tonight.
Do it. It looks really fun. I love all the customizations that you can do with characters because it's not limited to race or gender. You can kind of just pick whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, so it's woke.
If he's so sleepy, why is he so woke?
Why are they gotta be so in your face about it?
God damn it, Chaz.
If I could turn back time, I'd keep D&D a human-only game.
D&D only game!
Human only?
Human-only D&D game!
Works.
Oh my god.
What's a dark elf?
What's a dark elf? So yeah, those are my final game notes. We could talk about Overwatch. Let's do it.
I did have okay. Well, let's talk about Overwatch. We've been playing it more. Me and Jackie have been playing it more, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I will say why.
I like spending time with my friends.
You do that doing anything else, though.
I hate
I
myself.
think that I think that the game is fun when you just fuck around with friends. I think. Like I've tried soloing the game a couple times, and I've struggled to find a lot of fun while doing that.
No, just masturbate at that point.
But me and Jackie, just hitting the grind. That's lovely.
Yeah,
lovely for me at least. I think the game does need a couple of changes, and now that Bobby, whatever his name is out, maybe the Bobby Kotick, yes, he's out. Maybe the game will start moving in the right direction. Maybe it won't.
Gone?
He's gone the end of this year, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if just him leaving is gonna change that, but I hope something changes.
I can hold out hope. Okay, I can hold out hope.
Oh my god, he's so scary looking.
What are you doing? Looking at a photo of Matt?
Sorry, it was a photo of you actually.
It's us. You're just watching the
watching. Yeah. Watching. Our
oh my god, so scary.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got spooked.
His eyes see through me. If I turn my head, it seems like they're just.
The eyes are following me. It's the Mona Lisa. It's the Mona Lisa.
We were talking about this at multiple points, but all tech CEOs, they all look alike. They all are so scary.
They look AI generated.
Yes.
Like just.
Hate it.
I was talking to my family this past Christmas, and I have this uncle who's like real Italian. Like, and if you went to an AI generator and just typed in like old Italian man? This my uncle is who you would get out of that picture. Like,
that's really funny.
What's his name?
Uncle Mike.
Dox him right now.
Oh, it's just Mike.
Just Mike. I won't say last names.
I was hoping for like a really Italian name.
Mario.
Giovanni.
Giovanni.
Sure, any of those would work. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's also a nut. But we'll talk about that later.
Cashew. What are we working with?
I've been eating
almonds.
So many.
I love cashews. I love cashews.
Oh, salted cashews.
Oh, so good.
I've just been dry fisting them.
Everything bagel cashews.
I never had.
amazing.
I've never had that.
You know that that vegan baked ziti that I made used cashew cheese.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So good. I keep
Cashews.
talking to Roz about that. I was like, I could eat that and I didn't feel
Forever.
sick. And it was so good.
Roz
I
is
could
like,
eat that forever.
Jackie, I've told you to stop talking to me.
Roz is just like, I don't know you.
Why are you here again?
How did you get in here?
Interesting. Very
I want to talk about 2 more games.
Hit me.
So there was Spider-Man 2. Didn't play it, but a lot of people were apparently upset that Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year over Spider-Man.
Oh my god, they can
Why?
who cares?
Because there's a certain demographic of gamer that basically don't acknowledge the existence of like the OG gaming, which is like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons basically, or that, you know, that genre of tabletop RPGs and anything related to like those high fantasy environments, because they're like, oh, it's too nerdy, blah blah blah. So, you know, it's these guys that don't acknowledge that side of gaming and how popular it is, because it is hugely popular, but it's so outside of their purview that they're just like, wait, what is this random game, Baldur's Gate? How did it win? Obviously, Spider-Man 2 was the game of the year.
So like 12 to 14-year-old boys, cis.
No, the clips that I were seeing were not old men, like, you know, middle-aged men. That
Well, I'd imagine that did the first one, I mean, they both are critically acclaimed games, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. I don't know if Spider-Man 1 won any awards, but it doesn't matter, because like just from a mechanic or mechanistic, I guess is the word, the mechanics of Baldur's Gate, how it's developed, the amount of actual work that went into it, the amount of story there is, how just huge the game is enough to like be an achievement in and of itself. And then on top of it, it is a good game with good systems that is extremely well voice acted, that gives you so much variety of choice and doesn't feel like it's sort of like, I mean, you can get lost in it, obviously meander for a while, but it's still good. It's still compelling. And I'm sure Spider-Man 2 is also the same way. But if you talk about like games of the year being also innovative, Baldur's Gate is a way more innovative game than Spider-Man 2. I'm sorry. Just based on that alone, it's better, but I'm sure they're both great games with great plots and great story, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of innovation, you know, Spider-Man's another cookie cutter Spider-Man game. I'm sure it's great, but I mean, it's been done before. And Baldur's, you know what? I haven't seen Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. But just from hearing about like what you can do in Baldur's Gate 3, I think it probably is more innovative. I don't know.
Innovative. Suck dick and cock. That's what you can do in Baldur's Gate 3.
Last game that came out this year that I wanted to talk about. Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Let me just go on my phone really quick.
And we're just I did not play it.
I've seen firsthand gameplay.
I've heard there was a big there was a lot of conflict about this game.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying to protest it because of J.K. Rowling's anti-trans views, which is understandable. I didn't play the game, A, because of J.K. Rowling, and also B, because I don't like Harry Potter. I'm sorry. But also apparently it wasn't a good game.
I heard mixed things about some of the mechanics, but I will say I did still see the people who I watched playing it did really enjoy it. They are not really within the atmosphere of J.K. Rowling being a bigot, and they don't really care. They're more there because it's a fun game within the Harry Potter setting. Yeah. So the people I watched did have fun doing it. And at the same time, I did see a lot of critique of some of the mechanics. Like, one of the mechanics is, did you guys play Batman, the like Arkham Asylum, all those? Oh, absolutely. I know Pat did. Okay, so there's this mechanic in Batman that you can do to kind of reveal stuff like objects or enemies, that kind of thing. And in Harry Potter, the Harry Potter Legacy game, you basically have to spam that constantly, but it's a spell. So the argument was that you're kind of really making something trite, like that ability, by making it into a spell. The other critiques I saw for it, which this I will agree with, is that the game tries to be more progressive and woke and inclusive, but it's extremely hard to make grounds in that, given that J.K. Rowling has set up this universe upon like slavery and like all
Jewish
these things.
caricatures.
Yeah, like the house elves, well, they just want to work and like they're good at it. Like that part feels challenging, though it was kind of cool to see what a version of that could look like, a version of the Harry Potter universe where it is more inclusive.
This, like I said, I haven't played the game, but this is a critique that I've heard, and that for a game that's based on magic, there were not very many magical things you could do. I had heard that, you know, a game that came out 10 years ago, Skyrim, had more magic that you could do than Hogwarts Legacy. So I don't know. It didn't feel like it ended up being that popular of a game for all the controversy that it stirred up. Like, oh my God, like people are like, well, I know J.K. Rowling is a bigot, but like, I want to play this game. Harry Potter's really fun. I want to play it. And for all that stink that it stirred up, it ended up being not the best game in the world. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mechanics, like fight mechanics too. It's just kind of like a gunfight. You just kind of spam spells. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Very interesting. But yeah, I did have one more game here, but I haven't played this. I thought maybe Pat would have. Resident Evil 4 came out this year.
I didn't play it yet.
Oh, okay.
I have it. I have it on my computer. Well, that's not true. I have the code for it. I never played it yet. But I'm sure it's amazing. It got really good reviews.
Yeah, I had heard it was good as well, but I haven't finished Resident Evil 8. So
is Resident Evil 4. I'm not a Resident Evil person, so the lore confuses me a little bit. Is number 4 like a remake? Or is
this one is a remake of number 4? Okay. Yes. So Capcom is like fucking busting a nut trying to remake all of these games, which I just have to say, so Resident Evil was kind of going down the shitter with 5 and 6. They weren't really well received. 7 comes out and everyone's like, oh my God.
It was so good.
It was really, it was really good. It used a different engine and they were like, oh, we can use this engine to reimagine some of our old shit. So they remade 2 and 3. Then they made Resident Evil 8, which was a sequel to 7, which actually did pretty well. And then they've remade 4 now. And all I need to say is, I love all the remakes. I love 7 and 8. I'm happy for them. I'll let them have their moment. I'll let them finish. I really want a remake of Resident Evil 1, which they did a long time ago, which I'm happy for. But I want it in this engine, which means they would have to really rebuild the game because it does not play like it would in this engine. But they did that for 2 and 3. So I really, really, really want a remake of 1, which I think is a stretch. It's a big stretch.
Like your hole.
I was going to make the same
My hole is so tight. I hate how tight my hole is.
That's why it's a big stretch.
Well,
I hate it. Oh my God. I wish it was so much easier to stretch it out and not be in pain. But it's really awful being someone who wants to put something in their ass. It's just so painful.
It's very inconvenient.
Have you tried like butt plug stretching?
Yeah. It's not comfortable.
Not working?
And my thing is like a fucking rubber band. It snaps right back into shape. Like within a few minutes, I'm back to being like fucking locked down like the Mona Lisa in the Louvre. Like no one's getting to it. Like no one's getting to it.
Maybe you should just perpetually have like a butt plug in there.
Perpetually, even right now.
Right now, to be just stretching it out and ready.
You should get one of those remote controlled ones so that during the podcast, I can press the button and just be like,
I want a button too.
Well, you know I have one of those. We've talked
about give me the remote. Give me the remote for the podcast.
Do you have Bluetooth enabled? Do you have a smart prostate massager?
No, it's not. It's not for Bluetooth. It's just a remote that it came with.
We'll have to fix that.
There are ones that connect to phone apps, so like I could
so
download
when
the
you
app.
are with your boyfriend who's about 800 miles away, you could say good morning, and you're just like, and they're in their bed like, ah! Yeah.
You're spamming Morse code to them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh,
do you want to hang out today? And they're just
oh my
like,
god, sending a message
I'm
to the butt plug.
horny.
tantric orgasming like fucking Emma Stone.
Yeah, with that cucumber and apple.
Yeah.
She had a little fruit salad up in there.
Pasta salad.
Not in front of my salad. Any other games that you guys want to mention?
No, I think that's about it.
No.
Pat, you did some Outer Wilds, I think, this year, right?
Yeah, but we talked about that last year.
Okay, work.
Oh.
There's a new DLC, but I think it also came out last year. I don't think it came out this year. I just never finished it. It's fun, but like it's not as fun as the base game. I'm sorry.
Okay. We got lots of fun games potentially coming up in 2024, as well as music and movies and TV. So hopefully when we do our 2024 roundup, we'll have a lot of new things to review. That is basically all I had. So out of 2023 things that you have consumed, it could be anything: TV, movies, books. We didn't talk about books, but we can if we want. Anything that you've consumed, not come. What was your favorite?
The urgency with which you tacked that on, like you were so ready for one of us to just come.
Do not come.
Which is funny because 2023 was the year I swallowed more cum than ever. So it really was.
Love that for Pat. Love that for 2023.
Okay, so out of everything I've had in my mouth in 2023, what was my favorite thing to have? I mean, I don't know. All of Us Strangers really was really good. And I think about it often. It maybe just because I just saw it. But honestly, it was just fantastic. It was so interesting and so different and so just, so good.
What about you, Jackie?
Yeah, I was really trying to think about it. I don't know. I'm still gonna say the new Miyazaki movie. I think, granted, I just recently saw that, but I love having a new Miyazaki film to look at. I think that would be it for me. About you, Matt?
Yeah, what about you, whore?
I will say that the thing that probably brought me the most joy was probably Lethal Company.
It's cute.
Out of everything, because it's just so funny. It really is.
It's really funny.
So I'll say that. But yeah, now that we're done with our year in review, now next episode, or whenever these episodes come out, who knows, we have to do another resolutions and predictions episode.
Yeah.
In which we review the predictions that we made and the resolutions that we made last year, and then also make them for 2024.
Oh no, wait. We're coming up on an election year, right?
We are. 2024 is an election year.
Well, what about it? You ready for Trump to win, Mama? Ready for Biden to lose? Yeah.
He's so old.
They both are.
He looks like he just fucking opened up his coffin and crawled out of the ground.
They both do.
I don't want that.
So does 70% of Congress, I swear.
I know.
Oh, except for that twink who got railed.
We talked about that last episode.
Wow.
That cock was huge.
Oh.
You see that Coke can you're drinking out of, Matt?
Cannon.
Yeah. Fucking kielbasa.
Well, here's what I have to say. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching this episode of the Watch of the Gays Thing podcast. If you want to leave us a rating, please go ahead and do so in the Apple Podcast or Spotify or wherever you're listening. Please leave us a 5-star review if you enjoy listening to us. You can catch us again, hopefully 2 weeks from now, for another episode. And occasionally, we do our, queer media analysis reviews in our Under Queer Review episodes. So keep an eye out for those. We'll probably do Scott Pilgrim next. Make sure to follow us on, all the socials, Instagram and Threads, which is where we're currently posting our updates at Pride Empire for all the good stuff. And that's it. And I am Matt Klebeck.
And I'm 2023 Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
And I'm tight like my hole. high and tight.
Really got to get you that, app enabled butt plug.
I'm gonna get a speculum.
Well, that's very interesting. Anyway.
Goodbye.
Gotta go to the OBGYN.